We see a lot of success stories of people who became successful entrepreneurs, and we believe that you need to be special to be an entrepreneur. But in reality, success and failure are siblings. And wherever you get success, there is always failure, which not many people share. So in this video, I'm going to talk about my own journey of my first business failure, what mistakes I made so you can save your time and energy and not make those mistakes, and what key lessons I learned from these mistakes that I will make sure not to repeat. For those who don't know me, hi, I'm Priya, and I document my journey of starting a business, building wealth, and life in general. So if you're interested, then click on that subscribe button over there, and it's absolutely free. Now let's get started with why I started my business. So I love to challenge myself. When I was 24, I decided that, I'm going to learn more about starting a business, how does entrepreneurship works, and what it takes to run a business. I thought I'm going to gain some experience, and then I'm going to start something on my own one day. So I enrolled in a university in Melbourne Business School. I got admission there. I moved to Melbourne in Australia, and I started learning more about business. But it didn't take me long to understand that most of the universities train you to be good employees instead of making you good business owners or entrepreneurs. So although I took all the curriculum which was designed to build that business mindset in me, but I still felt that it was designed in a way to make me a good employee instead of making me a good business owner. So I started working because I had financial obligations. I had a student loan that I needed to pay off, and I graduated during COVID in 2020. So I had to make some difficult decisions. And I thought that, I'm going to gain some more experience, get better, and then eventually figure out what I want to do. And because I'm in a different country, I also don't have exposure to mentors. So it was a very difficult journey for me to start thinking what I want to do with my life. And then I decided, I'm going to, try running my own business. I'm going to just try. I'm just going to try and see what happens. I'm curious to see how hard it is and what can I achieve with this experience. My mindset was that, okay, there are two things going to happen if I start my business. One is that I'm going to fail, which every entrepreneur thinks before starting a business, that most likely I'm going to fail, or maybe I am going to succeed. But you need to think of your worst case scenario, right? When you are getting into something which is hard. So my thought process was that even if I fail, I'm going to learn something out of this. I'm going to gain some experience, and maybe I'll get more courage from this experience that I've been lacking all my life. So I started my business, and I thought I'm going to start something which makes people, especially women, more confident. So I wanted to research and find some idea to serve my target audience, which at that time I thought should be women, because I understand women needs more. So I thought I'm going to do something in the beauty space. Reason being, no matter what happens, recession happens or not, there's always people are still shopping beauty stuff. So I thought I'm going to start something in that market. So I did some research, and I found a product which I felt was going to grow. Although the market wasn't big, but I thought that I could see some of my competitors doing really well. So I thought I'm going to do it, and maybe I'll be able to succeed. Before all of this, I need to also tell you that I knew from start that I can't do this business by myself. So I discussed my idea with someone. I met them in October, and they became my co-founder in November, and we together joined this journey. Now we started our journey together, but we had strategic differences. What they perceived as their business journey was not easy, and we both were working 9 to 5, so it was really hard for us to manage our energy and time. They didn't align with me strategically because I felt like we need to work really hard to make this business work, but they didn't really want to do that hard work because they felt like they need to give more to their 9 to 5, which is actually paying their bills, which absolutely makes sense because, everybody has their different priorities. But for some reason, I thought I'm going to make it work with them, and we got our product, we designed the packaging, we got it shipped here, and we started with our marketing. Now, when we started marketing, that is when we started facing rejections. We wanted to get people on board to review our products, and we weren't even able to find people who could review our products because the product I was dealing with was related to eyes, and of course it's a sensitive area and people didn't want to experiment with something that they feel scared of, which absolutely is understandable. We tried, and one day my business partner said that she can't work on this with me and she wanted to give up. At that point I felt like the business is over, because you need a lot of efforts in marketing, and at the same time you need to spend some more money when it's an e-commerce brand. This is the thing with e-commerce, you need to spend a lot initially, you need to burn a lot of capital to market it the right way. Now you can be creative and start smart strategies, but because my product wasn't very different from my competitors, there wasn't something unique that I could come up with. So it was definitely my fault, and then my co-founder left because there was a lot of hard work that needed to be done, and they couldn't balance their work life with it. So fair enough, they left and I didn't have enough capital, so I had to close down my business. Now here are the key lessons that I learned from this journey. The first thing was that I didn't really understand my target audience. So I was selling a product that I don't use myself. And because I don't use it myself, I don't understand the problem and I don't feel passionate about it. So I was trying to solve something that I don't feel passionate about. A lot of business owners would disagree with me that they also do something which they don't feel passionate about, but there must be some purpose behind starting your business, right? I didn't have that purpose aligned with this brand. So I felt like I was trying to sell something that I didn't really understand. I didn't understand who I'm selling it to. I didn't understand their pain points. So the foundation of my journey was false, that of course this product is unique, but it is solving problem of someone that I don't really know how to communicate to. Second thing is, it's very important to know what resources you have before you start a business. If you're starting a business which requires a lot of capital, you need investment. And if you don't know how to, if you don't have those resources to start, then you're going to most likely fail. So as a business owner, as an entrepreneur, it's really important to find resources and right resources for your business. And I failed to do so because I didn't have much capital, and what I was getting into required capital because my product wasn't different. It wasn't unique. So I needed to, and I couldn't figure out some creative ways to sell my product. So because I failed in that, and I failed in figuring out resources that I could use with that less capital to start my business. So it's really important to make a business plan in the beginning to really know what are the milestones you're going for and do you have what it takes to reach that milestone. Third thing is, be careful in choosing your co-founder or someone you're going to work with, because we didn't align, our visions didn't align. There were trust issues. At the same time, I was working really hard and it felt like a lot of stress for me that I need to ask them to do their job. And I don't think they were wrong in what they were doing. They were trying their best and they helped me a lot in starting this business and taking it where it went. But I felt like it's important to know your co-founder and it's important to trust them. And this is why you see entrepreneurs start their first business with someone they trust, like their brother, their friends, or someone they understand and know. So choose your co-founder really, really carefully and get to know them. Don't jump into a business with someone if you don't really know them. Then fourth lesson that I learned is that digital marketing is really powerful. It is extremely powerful. No matter what business you are in, even if you are in retail business, it's really important to learn how to do digital marketing. I didn't learn that, and now I'm so passionate about digital, and I'm so passionate now about digital marketing that I've started learning more about it. But digital marketing is such a powerful tool. It can make or break your business. And these days you can build a huge brand and test water and proof of concept way faster with the help of social media and with the help of digital channels. So digital marketing is powerful. If you're getting into a business, I would highly recommend to at least learn the foundations and basics of digital marketing, which I didn't learn at the time. And last lesson that I learned was to stay persistent. I think I gave up very quickly because I was scared that I don't have enough capital, or I didn't, have a business partner to help me with. And I had other financial obligations that I don't have anybody to take care of me. You're building your own journey. You need to pay bills, you need to take care of yourself. And in that case, it becomes really difficult to make a rational decision. You go for something which is safer. So it's really important to truly understand what is coming up, and it's important to stay persistent with your journey. If you think you need capital, then go for funding, but know the fact but try to understand what comes with funding. When you go for funding, you're answerable to someone whose money you have taken. And if you go for funding to multiple people, you're answerable to multiple people and you have multiple bosses. So you need to truly understand why you want to start a business. For me, starting a business is a way to gain freedom of my time, to solve problems that needs to be solved in a way which makes my customer's journey easier and simpler, because for me, customer is king and customer is really important. So it's really important to stay resilient, stay persistent, and have patience. So this is what I learned by starting my first business and failing in it. And I think it's absolutely fine, because in the end, what matters is that you made efforts. I learned something out of this experience, and in the end, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to continue with my journey. I'm going to keep forming business till I form the business which, solves a bigger problem and maybe help more and more people. But what is your business journey? If you have failed in the past, let us know in the comment section. Don't be scared of sharing your failures, because it's really important to be, to own the failures as well, because it's part of the process, it's part of the journey. And I'm not just gonna come to you when I make millions or when I make multi-million dollars or $1 billion business that this is how I made it. I'm also going to come to you when I'm failing and what I'm learning from my failures, because it's really important and it's part of the process. It's important to accept rejections, failures, as much as you accept success. So if you have any story to share, let me know in the comment section. It might really change someone's life, maybe inspire someone else to not give up on their journey and keep going. And if you like this video, then like, share, subscribe, and I'll see you in my next video. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.